Welcome everybody. It's your girl Smartsistah, and it is Wednesday, Woke Wednesday, and today's 5 minutes of funk. I'm gonna talk about the 5 reasons and the ways white people are having a black experience. Now, let's start off with number 5. White people are finding out they've really got to fight for their rights, okay, from every group you can imagine that have always been out there. But you all and I both know black folks have had to fight for every single thing we've ever gotten, and then it's regressed, and we damn near back where we started. Okay, so that is one way that white people are experiencing that you just don't get what you want right off the bat. You have to fight for it. All right, number 4. I'm looking at a list, y'all. You're suffering from finding out the media is full of propaganda. Now, see, y'all didn't want to believe us. But we always have to tell you, no, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. No, that's not true. No, they're telling us fib. But now you're seeing it's as plain as day and plain as the nose on your face that the media is bought and paid for. Now, I went to journalism school 1,000 years ago, and George Reedy was my counselor or whatever in college, who was the press secretary for President Johnson. Okay, so I kind of learned quite a bit from a press secretary that did the damn thing back in the 60s. Back in my day, you had to verify facts. You had to be about the business of being objective. Nowadays, all the media is a bunch of talking heads and opinions. There's not a fact to damn well be found. Okay, so now you white people are finding how the media lies like a rug. I mean, look at the whole thing with Bernie. They're ignoring Bernie. They're trying to play like he is not even a contender, and we all know that is not true. And then that brings me to point number 3, that the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. Now, for some reason, some of y'all white folks think you rich when you poor. Okay? Donald Trump, and I really even hate saying that name, is showing a lot of his supporters are getting ready to find out that when Christmas time comes and their food stamps are gone, we're going to see how many of them still are going to be so pro-Trump when it hits them right in their pocket or in their stomach, for that matter. That's the thing. Rich people are always going to get richer. Poor folks are always getting poor. And if you have any brain cells, you can see that the middle class is disappearing. Those that are in power don't want a middle class, because a middle class is where your fight is going to come from. Because people all the way at the bottom are trying to survive. They don't have time for that. But it's the middle class is where your fight and challenge to the system is going to be. And this system we're living in right now is trying to get rid of that middle class. So all y'all broke white people, you better wake up and see that the system don't care about you either. Okay, let's see. Point number 2 is Democrats and Republicans are two sides of the same coin. Malcolm X said it best years and years ago when he said the difference between a Democrat and a Republican is the difference between a wolf and a fox. Okay, look at our system. Look what's going on now. Look what the Democratic Party did to knock out Bernie because they wanted Hillary. Hillary is still running her mouth, and she needs to go sit down and have 2 seats. But you can see that the Democrats, the powers that be in the Democratic Party, the corporate Democrats, the Dixiecrats, that's who got to us. So now you're seeing those Dixiecrats are corporate Democrats, and they don't represent the same thing that the party is supposed to be representing in terms of fighting for the people. Okay, so now you have progressives fighting the rest of these folks. And then here we go. Okay, so now y'all see. And that brings me to the number one way that white people are having a black experience is the fact that 45 can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And he's doing it, and he's getting away with it, and people are still supporting him. Now, once again, like I said, if you have a brain cell, you can look and see what he's been doing, and there's no way anybody else could get away with it. Let's say, especially Mr. former President Obama, he couldn't wear a tan suit. He couldn't eat arugula lettuce without folks having a damn heart attack. He ain't grabbing no pussies. He ain't doing not an iota of what this man is doing now. And why is he getting away with it? Because he's a white man. And now y'all white people are starting to see that rich white people, which I don't really believe he's rich because that's why he hiding every damn thing and is Putin's bitch. But you all are seeing that white men do what they want to do, regardless, and nobody asks them a damn thing, and they get away with it, and white supremacy wins the day once again. So that is the end of my list and the end of my 5 minutes of funk. And I hope you enjoyed it. Now you can see it's not cute buying a first class ticket riding in coach, is it? So y'all figure it out. Black folks getting our popcorn, sitting back, waiting, because white folks ain't been this mad at each other since the Civil War. But we shall see. So anyway, y'all have a great week, and I'll see you next time.